And welcome to another episode of the B.R.E.A.K.S Radio. Make sure I say the correct name. I am one of your hosts, CEO Haize. We will be joined shortly by Miss Mary Almonte, but we got the fellas in the building today. First up, the great one himself, Baylor's in the building.
Yay. I push rhymes like wait. I push rhymes like wait.
We also got Marquis in the building. What's going on, bro?
I'm great. Looks like I have a nice idea, right?
Yeah, a few of them.
Well,
Yeah. Our angel's protecting you, one or the other.
I doubt. I doubt that. Seriously.
We got some news to talk about today. First up, Pusha T has started announcing his new album. He's even dropped a couple of clips of some songs. I don't know if this one has a title yet to it, but have you guys got a chance to listen to the snippets that he's released? And did you see the cover art?
No.
I just need to know who the producers is.
It is gonna be easy. Take it easy.
Well, if you seen the video, like Kanye was there, and it seemed like Kanye hadn't necessarily heard some of these songs yet either. So if he's not working with Kanye extensively on this album, and not because of anything Kanye got going on, I just like when Pusha works with other producers, and so
Pharrell's
it's a good look for me, huh? I mean, Kanye's gonna be there.
No, Pharrell.
Well,
Pharrell's the person who brought him out.
Well, Pharrell wasn't on on Daytona at all, so I don't know if I necessarily.
That was 100% created by that whole experience.
True. Bailey, did you get a chance to listen to any of these snippets?
Nah, I just seen people online saying that they didn't want to see Drake and Pusha T on the same track together.
That's never gonna happen.
Look, I want to see it. You know what I mean? So.
No, I don't. We don't need no hip hop forgiveness. Like that. That was some low blow, bro. You ain't friends after that. There's no coming back from that.
So you didn't see the Lana Del Rey cover art either?
I haven't seen anything.
Can you show this shit? You know what?
You gotta Google it.
I'm doing it right now.
I mean, he's really going hard in with the cocaine thing. I guess he said the Whitney thing wasn't enough. But hey, it's a dope cover.
Okay, so the problem with that is, I know the coke thing. You get that. The problem with that is Kanye bought that photo and made that Whitney Houston.
True.
That was his product.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's his NFT.
That's his album cover.
That's the album cover.
Oh shit.
I'm excited. We need new Push. It's been a minute since we got new Push. I'm excited for it. He was supposed to have a joint album that came out with what, Gold Link? Was that the name? But that never materialized. But I'm excited for anything from Pusha T. I'm always excited for.
Go ahead, you first, because I have a couple of things to say about that. I thought, Baylor, you gonna say something?
Nah.
Okay. So funny. I used to always think the wrong brother retired. Like Malice was, Pusha was okay. Pusha developed though, so I am excited to see Pusha come out again. But I got a question, and I'm gonna take this from B. Does he have? Would you say he has a good Kid, Mad City?
No, I think anything outside of his brother is kind of like the whole. Like, nothing that stands out. Nothing that stands out. It's just one of those things where he's one of the most talented artists we probably ever seen and probably would ever see. But I think it's kind of like the whole Nas last two albums. He got to be paired with the perfect person. To me,
I thought Daytona could have been if there were more songs.
Daytona is damn near a perfect album, but it's easy to be perfect when you only have seven tracks.
Songs, yeah.
I want to see what the rest of that would have been like. But go ahead.
I take that back. It is Daytona. The only reason why I didn't pick it because it was 7 songs. But who am I to complain? Because I feel like the perfect album should have anywhere between 10 to 13. I can run that. I think it's only like a 20-minute album or something like that. So
yeah.
That might be it right there. So I take that back. I take everything back what I just said. That is a good Kid, Mad City right there. Daytona.
I still can't do that because Good Kid, Mad City, the flow, it was long, it was consistent, the production, everything. This was 7 songs. You can't go wrong with 7 songs. And think about it.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah,
it.
but
No, hold on.
don't do
Think
that,
about
Haize.
this.
All right.
Think about this. The guest features he had on it, he had the perfect producer, and one of them was one of the best diss tracks ever. So there was always sub content to talk about in 7 songs.
You're giving
Yeah.
Infrared one of the best diss tracks ever?
No, I'm just saying, it's it came out of
Well,
nowhere.
I
I was surprised, to be honest with you.
I say it's up there only because of who it was aimed at. But
But
as
I mean,
far
he's
as
taking shots at Drake. I mean, to me, that whole track wasn't even necessarily this song. He had a couple of bars in there, and he's done that to Drake for like 3 years before then. That's a sidetrack. We're getting. I don't want to get off
But he
on that.
pointed him
But
out though this time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
true.
niggas don't get called out like he did. So,
but
uh,
Marquis, I disagree because in a way, Pusha said what he had to say as far as his intro when he came out with his first album with his brother. That was Good Kid, Mad City was what Kendrick's second project, but 1st album. So he had a lot to say on that one. You know what I mean? As far as Pusha solo, like his career has started before he became a solo artist.
yeah, but I mean, the dude he has 4 albums consistent. Like, you know what I mean? Kendrick got
Uh-huh.
4 straight Good Kid, Mad Cities.
True.
Even Nas got 4 classics on him. Like Jay got classics on him. You know what I mean? I didn't know what the
Yeah.
greats, but Cole got a classic on him. So
But
it's
I think everybody would agree that Daytona is a classic, though, right? I can't say no. I can't find anything.
okay.
I
So
can't find
here's
any flaw with it. It's just
there's
that
no.
we're saying that he doesn't have enough tracks.
I'll say this: there's no flaw in it, but it's really hard to fuck up 7 songs. That's all I'm saying. It
I disagree. I disagree because now you saying like what if he put out 14 or something like that? Would some of those that I would
okay.
say some of that 7 be as good as the rest of that 7 that he put on there? Like the more I
I
get
know.
it, the more songs you put up there, the more of a chance that you have to mess it up. But he really gave us an undefeated album,
Okay.
and that's not
And,
easy.
and the and the reason why I say, and I get what you're getting at, Marquis, but the reason why I don't agree that it's easy for anyone to put together 7 tracks is that there were 4 other artists that dropped a 7 track album around Pusha T from Good, and
Yeah,
none
but
of them
I
hit.
mean, look, Nas just said it was a weird experience. How about this? I can pull 7 songs from Big Crit's album.
Yeah, but
You get what I'm
they
saying?
won't
Right.
be a classic though. Like Pusha, what he did in 7 tracks is literally if somebody dropped a 30-minute movie and you were so mesmerized by it that you were like, this is the best thing that I've ever seen in my life. Like anybody can put together a nice 30-minute short film, but to put together an experience in 7 tracks, that's rare.
Okay. Okay.
Or how about go find an artist who hasn't thrown away certain tracks, and you be like, wait, this didn't make the album. This one didn't make the album, but I don't know. I think it's pretty hard to say I'm gonna pick 7 songs and then all of them gonna be fire. Remember, they got to be fired to him too, and everything not gonna be fired to us. That's fired to him. So, but he just so happened to put out 7 fire tracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We spent a lot of time on that one. Ari Lennox has said that she wants to be free. She wants to be dropped from her label. Now, to add a little color onto this, it wasn't like she just randomly said it, but between being blindsided on the interview, asked about her sexuality, it seems like she does not want to be obligated to any of the things that come with being on a major label, more so than the headline makes it seem like it's I'm done with music thing, and it's not that at all. But what do you think about an artist like Ari Lennox, who is signed to Dreamville, wanting to be done with the label part of the business? Who wants to take this one away first?
Is that Marquise?
Um, I understand that. I understand that the expectations of being on Dreamville, number one, and two, you're also going to define by your peers. And if she wants to do her own thing, get different producers, and create her own sound, why not?
Yeah.
I like that. I do. I hope it works out for her because there are artists who go that path and it doesn't work out well at all. their sound is completely different, and they being around that environment like a J. Cole, I would think that's positive. I mean, you look at the artists on the roster, like Boss and the rest of them. I mean, I wouldn't even know who they were if it wasn't for Cole, and you can see the influence. You know what I mean? So,
for sure, Baylor.
I just think she probably just doesn't fit in a lot of these popular groups, and she understands who she is, and she just want to be separated from all the BS. Maybe, you know what I mean. 20 years from now, we could be looking at her like we look at Sade, and we're gonna look back and be like, remember she was a part of such and such. You know what I mean? And probably giving them more praise for having someone under their camp like her, but maybe she is, or pretty much different from everybody else in the industry, and she just wants to go back to her regular life. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing more and more artists become disenfranchised with the mainstream part of it. But go ahead, Marquis.
but she wants to. She's still going to stay in music though.
Yeah, she wants to stay in music. She just doesn't want to be. It feels like she basically is saying, "I want to be able to make music and retreat." Whereas, like when you're on a label, you got certain obligations and things you have to do.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of unfair, though. Like we signed you, we got you there. Without us, you could have made music by yourself. Then you could have stayed home in your room and been independent anyway.
But they know that's the game, though. They know
Also,
that's the game. They know it's a harder grind to get noticed when you in the mud. But you actually get signed or whatever. You use them just like they would use you. I don't see no problem with it.
I really think every artist in game should be to be on a fucking own.
True.
Like
right.
So
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick's I mean that his own, right?
So I think labels need to support that. I think they need to cultivate that in many ways and move on to developing a new artist. I think the game is better when that is the focus of these artists rather than it just be kind of what we saw turn into the last decade or so.
The I got a record deal was like hitting the lottery back in the day, back in the 90s. You got it when you had to sell your shit out of the trunk or pull up to one of the record labels and try to get inside the door, and that's all dead now. So you could build your popularity, but look how many untalented people are in the game right now, oversaturating the game right now. Her talent was just so happened to be seen by somebody and use the music business just like the music business has been using these artists for years. All you doing is getting a little bit of fame or whatever. You build your cult, and then that's it. Feed off of that. Logic did
it. Oh man, Logic. All right, moving into the.
I swear to God, I wish he would have came out and said, "I'm gonna make my Nas album," because it would have had to been called Ill Logic. You know that, right?
Shit!
I like that. I like that.
I wish you would have said that.
Oh man! All right, moving on. The halftime show. Listen, Jay-Z is taking over. We are now finally seeing his impact. He is the helm of production of musical events for the NFL. This halftime show, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar, all on this halftime show. Is this redeeming? Is it for the people who've been asking what the fuck is Jay-Z doing with the NFL? Is this enough for you guys? Are you guys happy now? I can't wait. I haven't been excited for a Super Bowl halftime show in probably a decade. I'm really excited for this one now. Marquis, I'll let you take this one away first.
I'll say this. If San Francisco and Cincinnati win, we can just make that the whole Super Bowl for me. Feel me? Fuck it. I don't even want to watch anybody else. I'd rather watch them. That's fucking amazing. Forgive him. I mean, you're doing right by us right now. So after that, what's her name? Jennifer Lopez fiasco.
Sure.
You getting into black, bro. You getting into black. You out of the red. You getting into black, Jay.
We got Miss Mary Almonte in the building.
You're
Mary, we were just talking about the Super Bowl halftime show and the lineup they have on it. You got any input on that?
It's lit.
Yes.
I don't even give a crap about the game. I'm there for the Super Bowl halftime show for real. Dre, sure. I hear Dre put like a lot of his own money into this. So
they don't get paid. Yeah, they don't get paid for the Super Bowl.
You get a budget though for the show, but I hear he really
expenses.
Right. So I'm hype.
Is he going to bloody shoes?
West Coast is very heavily represented in this halftime show. Are you excited for
it? Yeah. For real, no. We don't hear much from Dre. I mean, besides his off the court issues, but the exciting thing is we get to hear Kendrick, and I feel like an announcement might be made. And what perfect stage to say it than the Super Bowl when you're going to have 90+% of the world watching it. So yeah, it's gonna be dope to see if we get a new track from Kendrick or Dre.
That's what I was about to say. I'm calling it right now. Kendrick is going to debut his first single at the Super Bowl.
Got to see it.
I don't think
no Marquis.
Nope.
Okay.
He doesn't. I don't see him doing it on a major stage. I see him doing it before that. Or afterwards. I don't see him debuting.
You see him doing it beforehand? I don't know, man. Okay, maybe this is the perception I have of him. I don't think he uses events to debut things. You know what I mean? Like major events to debut things. I think this is more of an overall vibe of them. I think if there is going to be a new song, it'll be before then, or it'll be a little bit after when it kind of dies down. That's just my thought, my hypothesis. I don't know, man.
My prediction. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. Because if that's the case, then everybody's going to perform a new song, right?
No, not necessarily. I mean, none of the other artists.
Mary has an album coming out.
Yeah, nobody gives a damn about Mary J. Blige's album in 2022.
That's mean.
I mean, am I wrong though? It sounds harsh, but come on, man.
She got an album coming out though. And let's think about this. She's on the halftime show, and if nobody gives a damn, that's the perfect time for her to perform a song, right?
I mean, still nobody's gonna give a damn though.
I mean, if
we want to see old Mary at the halftime show.
Okay, she gonna if that's
unless
the case,
it's a song with Kendrick Lamar
or her nephew / son.
I might have to tell the NCAA, auntie.
I'm gonna have to tell the NCAA what I know.
Not for nothing. The actor that plays Zeke is a singer.
Is he?
Yes.
Send me that video now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You gotta see.
I lie, you lied.
And for the record, folks, I'm good with that character. I think that character is phenomenal.
I mean, I think we're jumping ahead, but I have to say, I think it's going to be hard for him to ever get cast as anything else because he's doing this so well. Like,
he's gonna be the dumb friend for the rest of his career.
Robert Downey Jr. told you.
But what about this though, Mary? What about this though, Mary? Because me personally, I feel like Denzel was one of them that started it off. Is that you play a role, you play a good role so many times, and then you finally play the bad guy role, and it brings much more attraction because they seen you flip the script. And I think if they gave him an opportunity to play a gangster or something like that in a movie, if he does well and well received, I mean, I think he could do it.
Let me tell you, if he plays like a street smart gangster, I would be screaming. No, I would be screaming. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying he can't pull it off, but it would be because he is so ingrained in my mind as Zeke. Like, just like Bobby Brown is Bobby Brown to me. You know what I mean?
So
I will say Kane has made his own character too. I probably won't remember him as Kane before Bobby Brown, but that's still a strong character for him.
Maybe Kane has a lot of Bobby Brown in him. I don't know, but he's still Bobby Brown to me.
It could be Bobby Brown a gangster.
He's forever going to be Bobby Brown. Forever. That's never going to stop. But we jumping way ahead.
So,
we got albums to talk about. Go ahead.
Really quick. So the problem with that is there was a movie, and I forgot what it was. And the original actor, it was supposed to be this whole little scene that occurred, and there was a tester. Like people got to watch it in advance, and the character that came out in this serious role was Ed O'Neill, and the whole audience started laughing. So they had to replace that person. You get what I'm saying? Looking at Ted Bundy, Al Bundy, Al Bundy. We always see him as Al Bundy. We'll never see him as anything serious. So if I ever see this dude in a serious movie, I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I'm not doing it.
Zeke is not that, and that's just to me. I haven't seen him in anything else, so pretty much that's his first role. To me, he still got time.
His facial expression.
I'm not doubting him because I always said his acting as far.
All right, we got to get off this because we got a whole section where we're going to talk about power. Y'all can't stay on show.
I'm really mad at Marquis' little Stevie Wonder bop.
We got some albums to get into. This one wasn't even originally supposed to make the list, but I don't know if you guys. I sent out the list early so you guys can get a chance to listen to it. Did you guys get to listen to Che Noir Food for Thought?
I did.
Hell
we know
yeah,
Baylor did
3 times.
Man, listen here. This is the standard for the album of the year so far for me when it comes to rap.
Yeah, somebody hit me
already. She set the standard.
I'm for that. Go ahead. I'll let somebody else review this before
Go ahead, Baylor.
She got an A+++ from me. I ain't got that. I mean, look, she got the best album of the year so far. Somebody hit me up and asked me what was the top albums of the year. I'm like, man, this is like the first month. But this one was it's actually like her last project, which was just as good. So I think she's not in the popular crowd with the women, and I don't like that. I mean, I'm cool with that because I don't want her to get to a point where she got to change her music because her storytelling is phenomenal. I'm talking about phenomenal. And I'm gonna say this, and yeah, y'all probably know my Twitter. Please go after the old one. But she would dog walk Nicki.
Oh, with ease. That's not even a conversation. That's not even a conversation. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it at this. After I listened to this album for the first time, I had the exact same feelings I did the first time I listened to King's Disease. This is a masterpiece. When she walked away from the studio with this one, and this one wasn't as produced by Apollo Brown like her first project, she needed to set that microphone on fire. They need to burn that whole studio down. Don't nobody ever need to touch it again. This shit is masterful. This is a great way to know that we're still getting a Kendrick album and King's Disease 3 at some point this year. Is going to be a tough year when it comes to hip hop. This was amazing, and that's all I got to say on that.
I have not listened to anything, so yeah, I know I suck this week. It's been crazy.
You're fine.
It was dope. I got to listen to it again to give it that classic label. Off the bat, she got that Philly beanie flow on this album. If you listen to the album, she got that beanie flow. I will say she outshined all her guest appearances. That says a lot. Mm-hmm. Production was actually dope. You're right. Storytelling from what I caught so far, lyrically, she's nasty. Again, in order for me to anoint this a classic, I got to listen to it at least 2 more times. So, but I didn't find a flaw in it, so I'll say that.
That's fine. I'll anoint it for you. This is one of the best rap albums in the last 5 years, if not more. I really have to break it down. I put this right up there with anything.
It's
one of the best. Top. I didn't say the best.
So ranking it. Oh, we got to.
She for sure got 2. She should have 2 up there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because her first album too was fucking bananas.
So she has 2 of them that came out in 2020.
Have you heard of God Intended as God Intended album?
Yeah, we reviewed it.
There's one of them that came after that. Of course, yeah.
That's she got.
No, 2. that to me that was better than this one.
As God Intended.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
The album is, like I said, I gotta listen to it again. The album is dope. No doubt, no doubt. Dope.
All right, cool.
We don't have any hip hop albums out right now, do we? When's the last
we got
album
Cordae. We finna get into next.
We don't have any hip hop albums that came out.
No, we did. I thought we did Cordae already.
No, we talked about it. We didn't do a full review. We reviewed the first track that he released. We didn't do the album. When Marquis asked if we were going to do the album, we didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pardon me, I'm eating wine and cheese.
From a bird's eye view. Mary, did you get to listen to this one?
No, I listened to the first single we talked about. I haven't listened to the whole album.
Baylor?
I did. I remember I said it sounded like a Nas album, but
you did say that.
But he left the ice in the drink too long, so it's flat.
You stupid, bro. Marquis?
That bird must have been blind.
You didn't like this album?
You like the track of Lil Wayne? Oh, we did talk about the room. We said Lil Wayne.
He had like 3 dope songs, and the rest of them he was just trying to fit in that mold again. Sorry.
But those are the 3 songs you're talking about are the 3 songs that he released before the album dropped that we talked about.
And then you know what? You should have never came out with the album. You should have just kept the 3 songs. That's it.
I thought
damn, bro. Good. I like this album.
Okay.
I enjoyed this album. I wouldn't say it was great or anything, but I would say that.
And you don't even like Cordae like that, right?
I don't at all.
Damn, that nigga Marquis. How you trying to get everybody in your bandwagon? He said you don't even like him.
Jesus.
Oh no! I'm just saying. I'm repeating from the last episode. So I'm saying it's surprising that you do like him, that you do like this album. That means you're not biased about the album. I respect that.
Yeah. The M feature didn't do nothing for you.
Yeah. M does what he does. I'm gonna take over the rest of the fucking song. Forget you're on the shit. It's my song now. It's Eminem featuring Cordae. That's what it is.
Jesus Christ.
That was a song that Eminem did and said, I don't like this song. I'm gonna give it to you. Just do what you're gonna do. Cause
what? Well, Haize, let me ask you this then: are you going back to the album, or are you going back to certain tracks, or are you just? Good?
I'm definitely going back to certain tracks. I would say it was 14, 15 track album. I can't remember how many.
Around
it's
there.
Like an album, then like extra songs or something.
I would say probably about five tracks out of this album. I can easily see myself going back to.
Okay.
And those 3 are the 3 of the ones. And you like M, so that's probably the 4th one. What's the 5th?
The Gifted with Roddy Ricch.
Yeah, see, there you go.
That one was
the rest of the album. He should have just had a mixtape. He should have pulled a Pusha. I'd have respected him more.
Damn, I really thought you would be higher on this album, Marquis. You're surprising me.
Higher on those fucking songs that he released. I was actually looking forward to this. I pressed play. I was like, oh, okay.
Dang, so you said you only like the trailer.
Yeah, the full movie is just.
All right.
I would have probably listened to French Montana before I listened to this. No,
never mind.
Never mind. That was wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize, Cordae. I wouldn't do that to you.
I was about to say, come on, bro. That's a bit hard, my friend.
That's harsh.
That's harsh.
Both Cordae and French. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Yeah.
Listen,
you know what?
French Montana and G Herbo both should sound like they feel awkward speaking English when they rap. So
they gotta worry about none.
All right. So do I even want to ask about the long-lived Dolph project?
I listened to a little bit of it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I didn't want to be sad, bro.
I feel that.
I did.
Feel that.
So I am drinking Robert Mondavi today, red blend. I'll pour a little out for the fallen.
Oh man, come on, y'all. All right, moving on. Black people like rock too. Marquis, what you got for us? Because I'm not even gonna let y'all do that to Dolph. Go ahead.
We gonna do it to Meatloaf then? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Before I dig in, obviously we all know Meatloaf passed away. Does anybody have any great memories that they would like to share of Meatloaf?
Maybe we'll finally find out what it is that he won't do for love.
Yeah, he won't do Vax.
Oh man, that song played so much when I was like 9 years old.
And he's an anti-vaxxer.
Wow.
I will do anything for love, but I won't do Vax.
I'm so mad.
Yeah, he did. Him dead from COVID.
All right. Well, we don't want to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
I'm not being. I
You
apologize.
are a little. It's funny, but
Anybody else have any good moments that they would like to appreciate or share about Meatloaf?
I
his
mean, what I
role
will
in
say is,
Fight Club.
That was mine. That was mine.
I feel like some surprising people have been like sharing, like celebs have been sharing Meatloaf memories on social. So might be worth noting.
I mean, it's Meatloaf. You know what I mean? You're gonna if you know Meatloaf, you know you're gonna share something, especially if you haven't posted in a while and you want to be relevant.
I mean,
R.I.P.
I think
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf was really important to the rock community.
Rock opera. I mean, he was heavily themed around the rock opera, so I'll give him credit for that. Yeah, him and Trump are friends. You know that?
Yeah. So then let's stop talking about him.
But I mean, it's rock, so you know, black people do like rock too. So,
But do black people like Meatloaf?
I do.
if you put horseradish on it, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Actually,
Anyway, let's move on. I gotta tell them what I know.
Power Book 2. Now let's get into it. Go ahead, Mary. Take it away. You know we come to you first when it comes to the TV reviews. What did you think about the latest episode of Power Book 2?
I mean, shit got turned up finally, right? This was what we were waiting for, but I think it was more than we bargained for. First of all, I had high anxiety for half of the show. The whole heist, robbery thing. I'm truly cringing at the moment that I think we're going to get next week when they find out that Mecca and Dante are the same person.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be cringe. Then I do have a question for you guys. And I discussed this with Marquis earlier. And it's like, so clearly Mecca / Dante knew that Bobby Brown is really the person who set up that whole thing. But yet he still killed his mans. The Asian dude. Chef.
You think he does know?
I think he knows that. I think he knows that what you call his son. That's why he killed him.
Well, yeah, he knows this Mary
Well,
J. Blige's son.
He strategically placed himself with Mary J. Blige's son.
Mm-hmm.
He's known that all along. Like, I think that was the point.
Yeah, so he's not gonna take him out.
But then why take out your mans that you know is innocent? It's like in this cold game, everybody's expendable. Yeah. Like Chef was actually a rider, and he literally did him dirt like that.
He be talking to him dirty too, though.
Yeah, he does. Well, it didn't start off that way. So the first few episodes, he was just like, "Hey, Chef, get him," and then it started turning into he was talking to Chef like he was a little bitch. So
yeah, and this was before we even knew he had lines, because I didn't even know he could talk at first.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was upsetting. I mean, Braden and Effie came through in the clutch as always. Kind of glad the GTG dude finally got taken out, but that scene goes down as one of the worst next to when Manboy got killed in Snowfall. Like
you just choked him out, like.
Well, first of all, why did he wait so long? Like he should have just shot him instead of like, yeah, this is for me. And
like, I got your back up there.
Right. That was just I don't know. That was cringe. And yeah, then came the explosive dinner where her bitch ass daughter. I mean, listen, now this is the mother in me. It's like, if my daughter ever did me dirt like that, regardless of what was going down, I don't know. I mean, that was trife. That really was. I feel like, why was everyone asking all of the wrong questions as these revelations were? It was like Bobby Brown was like, wait a minute, so I'm not your oldest son? It's him? Like, and then Zeke's reaction was just classic. Like, now I'm going against NCAA guidelines.
What is he trying to say, Auntie?
Yeah, it's like you just found out a whole lot of other problematic and disturbing information.
The thing is, though, the thing that threw me off about that is that we just literally had this situation happen with Buddy Hield. I don't know if you know, in the Sacramento Kings, where it turned out he's like 2 years older than what he thought he was. He was already, the NBA doesn't give a shit. You're about to leave the NCAA. They don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. Side note, go ahead, Mary, keep going.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, to me, the reactions were just priceless. It was like everyone was just focusing on all the wrong things. And it was like, all right. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like I posed a question to all of you. Where does that put us next? And then obviously forgot about the biggest, most explosive thing, right? Where the episode ends with Professor Milgram apparently.
I'm so happy she's dead.
Hanged.
I'm so happy she's dead.
Man, I didn't want to see her go like that, though.
How? She didn't put her up there. Like how?
I'm so happy that woman's dead.
So do we think that Mary killed her, or do we think that she hung herself?
We don't know. I don't know.
What do we think? What do we think, Baylor?
Mary,
Mary, I don't know. I think I might have to tell the NCAA about this.
What if Zeke did it?
No, Zeke didn't do it.
He came in.
That's gonna be the turn. Zeke. I mean, he came in. You're right.
Right. My thing is this, right? I do feel like Professor Milgram did have motive, if we're thinking in power logic, to kill herself, because she was really in between a rock and a hard place, like literally.
So Tate's whole little speech was for nothing. If you're like me, you're a survivor, and we can get through these things and shit.
Well, yeah, and until the next episode where, everything came crashing in. I mean, that was a nice little move Tariq pulled. And can I just say, there was just a whole lot of Staten shit in this episode. And like the moments where Michael Rainey and Method Man were in scene together just really made my Staten Island heart smile. So just want to put that out there. But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, it felt like Mary went there to offer, but then it seemed like homegirl was like, just wait, I'm going to just off myself. Like,
I like the way the writers made that, because what she said was, as long as you're alive, Zeke will always have somebody to go to. And we already know that she has, that's her son. So that's why she babied him. And, losing his trust, if she really believes that as long as she's alive, then Zeke will have, an alternate, just have somewhere to go, then she has a motive to take her out. At the same time, she just lost her job. She's going to be the talk of the damn city. You know what I mean? She probably going to make the newspaper. She probably felt like her life was over. So
yeah,
another good cliffhanger.
So is next week is the season finale, yes? The season finale.
No, it's 2 more, right?
I don't know.
That was 8.
I think so. Yeah.
That was 8. There's 2 more.
So what do we think happens next week?
Bodies hit the floor.
More bodies hit the floor, you think?
Yeah, because now we got, Lorenzo. Lorenzo is in the know now. You know what I mean?
So who do you think wins if Lorenzo and Dante shoot the fair one?
Shit, half of Dante crew got taken out, and he took his own.
No, but I'm saying if it's mano a mano.
Oh, Dante.
Okay.
I don't know. Lorenzo just got out. He just got out. I don't know.
He ain't put no work in. He ain't put no work while he was in.
Yeah, true. It's Dante.
He's not as sharp. Yeah, Dante. You ready?
And what we're seeing too is that Lorenzo is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's what we're
seeing.
Like exactly. Like it's like every time it's like damn. Like the first season they did good at giving him this like
tough
this
guy.
aura of being like a tough guy and a badass, especially like when he had Bobby Brown beat up, and then the minute he gets out of jail, it's like, oh, this is why you were in jail. You stupid. Like,
Yeah.
Wait. Haize. Is it? Do we think he's that dumb, or is it just because we think Dante is that smart?
No, Lorenzo's an idiot.
Lorenzo's dumb. I mean, even falling for Mary's little Coney Island day, it was like What is he, 5? Like, we're gonna go have some funnel cake and ride the cyclone and distract.
So, question: why did everybody tell him that the plan was for her to ride the ticket of Zeke episodes before, and now it came out as a surprise at dinner?
Yeah, but it was so much more though. It's like
it was
her
I think it's a combination of everything just being
her bars
You gonna do what? What? You already know this. Why are you acting like you don't know this?
And look,
she said it flat out to him. She said Zeke is our ticket out of here in the conversation before, and he's so. But again, that goes back to it. He's just dumb. That's it. He's just dumb.
Well, he was okay with that, right? And I mean, I think let's have a real conversation. I think for most people who are bound for the NBA, they're their family's ticket out of their life. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that was like a bad thing. But I don't know. It seems like you guys don't agree with me. I felt like the daughter was trife. Like, yo,
no, she was definitely trife. No. I agree with that.
She was wrong. Okay. Hell yeah.
Nah, I'm on the opposite end. I was happy.
But you dropped that at like my thing is, especially knowing who Monet is, and like, yeah, clearly there was more to that story that maybe if you would have had a private conversation with her, you would have got, instead of dropping it in the middle of dinner in front of everybody and not really thinking about the consequences for Zeke also. His life, that's what you're talking about. Like,
Mary,
the teenagers.
Where in this season was there ever a chance where her kids can go to her and be like, this is what's going on? That motherfucker always got an attitude.
That's true.
She wake up with an she don't never be happy for shit.
I know, that is true.
Hey, I'm just glad that they settled the Zeke's age thing. That shit was really bothering me. I'm just glad that they wrote
we discussed this last week because we like the timeline is off. What's up?
Yeah. I've been bringing this shit up for a while. So like, so my thing is that if he's 4 years older than what he was, that means when he started kindergarten, instead of being 5, he was actually 9. There's a big difference in the size of a 9 and a 5-year-old.
Haize, I know of a kid who every scout that goes up to him asks, hey kid, how old are you? His response, he has been programmed to say, ask my dad. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
Cat's been getting set back for years.
Yeah.
The more talented you are, the more grades you
I'm familiar with the whole reclassification shit, but I do think 4 years is excessive. Maybe 2, like 4.
Well, some of those years was probably because of him.
I know, because he's just stupid.
I would like to tell him what I know, but I don't know anything. So I'm saying, let me stop.
I mean, I gotta say, the funniest
my thing is he's never seen his own birth certificate either. Like, come on, man.
Well, they must have produced a fake one.
It had to, because to get him in school.
Yeah. But the funniest thing to me was when he was like, Everett, you guys were gonna kill my teammate.
What do you mean, auntie?
Now I'm leaving.
That ain't your auntie, that's your mama.
Auntie, what is he talking about, mama?
Well, instead of it being like, wow, you're really my mom, he was like, now the NCAA is going to be mad at me, and you lie.
I didn't lie, you lied.
Oh, man. That is hilarious.
I bet, look, we're going to find out.
Who dies next episode? There's always a big death before the season finale.
One of
Who's
those
dying?
kids has to die.
One of the kids got to go.
All right, which one's going?
I think the gay brother.
Yep, me too.
I thought that was going to happen this episode. When old boy turned around and they started fighting, I thought he was going to die. So
I think
somehow Kane going to do it by accident.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I don't think Kane's going to do it by accident, but
on purpose.
I think that Lorenzo and Dante are going to go to war, and obviously the brother is going to be Renzo's point man, and I think that might be it.
I still think it's going to be Zeke.
I think he'll choose Dante.
If they kill Zeke, I'm protesting.
Bobby Brown might choose Dante. Yeah.
Dante, yeah. That's where it's going to be a real war. If they keep them both alive, there you go. There's your war right there. Dante and
so then
Bobby.
They can't die. Yeah. So then who's going to die?
The brother, the gay one.
You think it's Zeke?
No, the gay one.
I think it's Zeke.
Haize thinks it's Zeke.
I think it's Zeke.
But he just brings so much comic relief to this show.
Wait. I need to see Baylor's reaction and reinterpretation of Zeke dying.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I think I might be going to heaven.
I think I got shot.
I think I might have to talk to the Lord, Auntie.
I can't.
Hey, if they kill Zeke, if they kill Zeke, I'm protesting.
All right, y'all.
No, Baylor, hold on. What was gonna say? Baylor's gonna say something. Hold on.
No, man.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
I'm gonna.
I look for Baylorisms.
Nah, we good, man. We good.
All right, moving on. There's a new show coming from 50 Cent. This one is going to be focused on hip hop homicides. This one is going to be made with Mona Scott Young and Van Lathan, surprisingly. What do you guys think about the next venture for 50 Cent?
That nigga don't miss, boy.
For real.
he just dope, man.
It'll be crazy if he solves some shit with this show, honestly. Like, if they get Tupac and Biggie's killers.
Yeah. It's been known to happen. A lot of these cases are being solved with extra help and shit.
Yeah.
So
and
I can see that.
There's advances with DNA now, so a lot of things have been,
A lot of these kids
I got a
don't
question
even know.
for you all then.
What's up?
Does 50 have a better music career or film career?
I was just about to say that. He got. Man,
I want to say it's neck and neck at this point.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a better TV and film career than it is music.
Well, that's going to probably be longer, right? I don't see 50 stopping anytime soon. Like,
so okay, if we compare them, does he have any show or anything that he put out there that's more widely or critically acclaimed than Get Rich or Die Trying?
I would say that the cultural impact of Power is almost that of Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's not. You can't compare the two. You can't compare the two because film is always going to be more relatable than music is because people don't really listen to music.
Oh, you're my ass thought you were talking about the movie.
Oh no, I'm talking about the album Get Rich or Die Trying.
So what are you saying? Is a cultural impact?
Let's just rephrase that again. I'm saying, is there anything that you can compare from his from his movie career to Get Rich or Die Trying, the album?
Yeah, Power would be the closest thing.
Power.
But look how much it took to do that. You see what I'm saying?
No,
that first season of Power.
That was the first season.
You would compare that to Get Rich or Die Trying?
Cultural impact for sure.
When I say cultural impact, I'm talking about the impact in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you understand, the Get Rich or Die Trying, that song actually surpassed the Beatles.
They haven't had nothing gritty come out of New York since New York Undercover.
But you gotta understand. So you're saying if this again, the impact of music is more obtainable as far as sales. So you're never going to be able to compare it 1-on-1. But when you look at what Get Rich or Die Trying did for 50 and how Power started a whole digital media empire for 50, they're absolutely comparable.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And when Power dropped, I mean, that was culture, like for real.
Okay.
Like it's not the Power universe for nothing.
And he was up against another show which was popular at the time, but smoked it out the water though.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the time, they were, people were trying.
There was a moment where Empire was winning, and then Power.
But didn't the writers leave or something like that? There's a lot that happened with.
It fell off. Put it that way.
It could have been major. They just fucked it up. Okay.
Yeah. It was major for a moment. Empire was.
Okay, so from my personal standpoint, I thought Get Rich or Die Trying was a masterpiece, right? Mm-hmm. Sonically, culturally, like what he did, he changed the game that year. Like he was the most important and relevant artist when he came out that year, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
What came out around it? What were two other albums that came out that was just impactful?
Around Get Rich or Die Trying? When did it come out? Haize, you should know this shit. Like, you should be honest right now.
You're the hip hop historian, brother.
2003 or 4?
2003.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that came out 2003, right? Albums that came out in 2003. Jay was the biggest artist back then. Or was this before
no,
I
don't care who the biggest artist. I'm just talking about like 2 other albums that was just as big. Just 2 other albums.
The Black Album.
Okay.
This when Dangerously in Love came out. This is when Linkin Park was huge.
We're just gonna go with those first. We're just gonna go with the first 2 you just said. The point I'm trying to make is that right now 50 is up against Snowfall, Ozark. You know, there's other powerful shows that's out here, and his is actually standing alone.
But people consume video or movies better than they do music, is what I'm saying. Like, most people say they listen to hip hop, but they listen to it because whatever, but it doesn't have the same impact. Like, there's not a lot of albums that you can compare Get Rich or Die Trying to that had the impact that it did around that time. The only person who was doing it was M. M was the only person going diamond at that time.
That shows how powerful that album was. I agree with you. But for him to have a standout show against so many other shows that's out there, there's better shows out there than it is of music.
Oh, I agree with that 100%. This is hip hop novella, which I thought helped everyone gravitate towards that. But I don't think it was better than Get Rich or Die Trying, is what I'm saying.
I think you're wrong, bro.
I don't know. I don't think it's comparable in that way.
You're looking at. I think we're looking at 2 different things. You're thinking of impact that it had, and I'm thinking about substance. I think the substance.
But if you talk about substance, he's created multiple shows around his baby.
I think even when you add in the fact that they're 50-year-old, 60-year-old grandmothers who were getting into power because of it. So I think the substance of power is equal to that.
And I do feel like when Power dropped that first season, that the energy was palpable around it in the same way that Get Rich or Die Trying.
I don't think anything when Up in the Club came out, like, people would literally put 2 quarters to the DJ and it played forever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but here's the apples to apples, right? Club Truth, which was Ghost Club, was literally like a mirror image of the club scene at the time. Like, it was relatable for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like in a way you might be a little biased because you're a little tardy to the Power party.
No. I said substance because, again, the impact that Get Rich or Die Trying had on everyone wasn't just the culture. It was everyone who tried to follow that same formula, which also created G Unit, which also brought the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that.
But the same could be said to Power. We wouldn't have a Snowfall if it wasn't for a Power. Like, when you look at all the shows and the no,
John Singleton would have got Snowfall off before.
But I'm saying that it got a no. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the investors who, like, the shows that invested in it. That is directly because they wanted a hit. Like, Power became a hit.
Yes. Yeah, Power's the prototype.
Shy,
I totally agree with it.
I think they were riding a wave off of Power there, bro.
Yeah.
It was like a secret ingredient or something like that, and they gave other people they gave them to say, all right, okay, I want to see what y'all could do with this. I want to see what y'all could do with this. They gave us the Shy. They gave us Snowfall. They gave us Ozark.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he continued to make these shows around that was created from the original Power.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first season?
Okay. Look, again, I'm just asking the question based on what I'm viewing and what I see. I get it. The impact that Power has is basically he's created a Wu-Tang. I understand that 100%. Like, all the characters now actually have their own shows, which is unheard of. And no one has ever done anything like that before. So I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that the impact of that one album, I was asking the question, the impact of that album, one album versus one season.
But think about it. We just sit up there and compare 50 Cent to John Singleton. That should tell you what it is right there.
Well, John Singleton is a director-creator, though. So it's, you know what I mean? 50 Cent is not a director.
I don't know. I think that Power's not your jam.
Did he create it?
And it's okay. And I think you need to just...
It's not... All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. It's a whole different thing. You're missing my point because I'm not. It's not about what I like, my personal preference. I'm just saying impact.
But
I'm talking
what
about
you're
impact
asking us, you asked about substance. If you're not into novellas of the culture, then Power won't be substance to you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I think a lot of people saw themselves in these Power characters and in these scenarios and situations.
But and what I was saying is easy to do that from a visual standpoint. Most people listen to music. It's hard for them for it to resonate. Like we said, most people say they're hip hop heads. They don't really dissect hip hop. You get what I'm saying? From a visual standpoint, if you watch a show, you can identify with characters because you have a bunch of baselines to identify with.
Not really. I watched 90210. I did not identify at all with any of
a whole
those
different thing.
And then when
that's
you,
like
when
saying
you also
Eminem,
think about
you
the
relate
fact
to Eminem.
of,
That's a whole different thing. Come on, 90210 for real.
But to that audience, Powers,
that audience, that's different. You're also not right.
I think you're handicapping Power, and the things that you're handicapping play into the exact question that you're asking. Regardless of, there's a lot of TV shows that don't even make it through a whole first season before they get canceled. Just because it's a visual narrative doesn't necessarily, you can't take away from the impact that it had because it's visual.
Taking away from them. Like I just said, it's the Wu-Tang of shows. Like it's the most powerful show because of the branches. I 100% agree with that.
So
even before the branches, even before the branches came because of the impact that first season had. And then when you look at the fact that he was able to build that cast versus mainly unknowns, and especially not people that had huge like fan bases when it came to acting, like what Power did is incredible in the first season.
Agreed. I think he did the same thing in hip hop with yet a bunch of artists that people didn't know. He made them relevant.
So then
again, it's just
your question.
My observation. It's an observation. Okay.
But right,
it
goes across.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't talk about Power. We will fucking scratch your ass.
Move it in. Last topic for today. This one is another one from Baylor. Your favorite artist's worst song?
Oh boy, who want to take this one first? Baylor, you got it. You brought it up.
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, you guys have more than just I have more than one favorite artist.
I was gonna say that's a hard one to just nail down.
I mean, I can go with mine if you want me to start.
Yes, go ahead.
Do one.
Eminem, We Made You.
I don't want you to.
And Jay-Z, I Like Girls. I know what girls like. I'm sorry. Worst two songs ever. Period. It wasn't even easy.
Made you. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Nas, Who Killed It?
Definitely.
Look here, see. Jay-Z, Justify My Thug.
I like that one. What? Produce that one? That one was hard. Tripping. All right. I got another Nas.
Jay-Z.
I got another. Oh wow, you disrespectful to that.
I can throw a whole shitload of Lil Wayne at you if I want, but
there's a lot of that shit.
He's not your favorite artist.
That is true.
I'm having a hard time thinking of trash made by someone who I actually respect. Darn it. Go ahead, Baylor.
Oh man, I'm gonna go Uchi Wally, man.
Yo, that was a Nas song. That was a Braveheart song.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, who's gonna identify with? Somebody gonna take the heat for it. It ain't gonna be them.
Okay, fair enough.
Matter of fact, they never taken the heat. If you ask the average J fan, they're gonna use that against one person.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling. Sorry. I can't disrespect my favorite artist by pointing out their shortcomings.
Oh, no, I can't. It's not even disrespect. It's just, you know what? You gave me that shit. You knew what you were doing when you get it. Nas knew what he was doing when he brought you. Who Killed It? Why would you do that to us? Now, look here, see? No.
He said no.
If I think hard enough, I know Kanye got a few too.
Oh, Kanye has album fools. If you ask me,
album.
True. That's
the I'm sure. What's his dude? What's his other guy? that we keep talking about that just never lived up to his potential?
Logic?
No.
Don't do that. Logic don't have no bad songs, bro.
What?
Logic don't have no bad songs.
Okay, bro.
Haize, what? No, I'm not lying. Haize, what's Drake's worst song?
Shit, everything that wasn't on
I'm out here looking
Take
for
Care.
revenge.
Everything that's not on Take Care, like.
Yeah, there's quite a few doozies.
Mary, I hate to put you on the spot.
I'm gonna pass.
You gonna pass?
Come on,
so
Mary.
you love every single Wu-Tang song?
No.
But Wu-Tang versus artist, it's a little different.
Okay, pick an artist then.
I don't know.
I tried to shoot you some bail and just do the whole group. It might be easier. But go ahead and pick an artist.
I'm not gonna do anything Wu-Tang right now.
Okay.
If that's what y'all are waiting for, no. Worst comes to worst, my peoples come first.
There really isn't any bad Wu-Tang songs though. Like,
let's see. I'm thinking of. I mean, all right. ODB had a few.
Name one.
This is the cold part about it. Just because this is his worst song doesn't mean it's a bad song.
Right. Oh, wait. Okay. I thought you were asking for a bad song.
Yeah, bad song.
Right? Says favorite artist, the worst song by your favorite artist.
Favorite artist, yeah.
Marquis mentioned some songs that I like. See?
I know. I'm just really.
Justify My Thug. I would say Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag, but I actually like that song, so.
Yeah, right, see, I'm not participating in these conversations. Yeah,
I can pick a lot off of that Best of Both Worlds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's different, though. Like,
oh, we can go to Watch the Throne, too. All that shit.
What was bad on Watch the Throne?
What was good on Watch the Throne?
With Ham and stuff like that?
I mean,
okay, I'll give you Ham, and I'll give you Otis. Everything else on that album is fucking trash.
Niggas in Paris.
Nope.
Toss that Otis shit out the window.
That was not trash. I'm sorry. Niggas in Paris is not trash.
Niggas in Paris are solid.
Wait. Time out. You're saying Watch the Throne was trash.
Watch the Throne as an album was trash.
No Church in the Wild. Okay.
All right. One song that always really annoyed me was Kanye, and it went like commercial, whatever. So harder, better, faster, stronger.
I like that song. I'm sorry, I love that song.
I never liked it, and it was
because it's a robot song.
And that don't kill me.
Yeah,
I like that song.
I never liked it.
Jared Leto covered it with 30 Seconds to Mars. It was dope.
I probably would have liked his version better, but yeah. So there you got.
What did he say?
What
did he say? Oh, nah, that was dope. Even what did he say? A Blondike, and she would do anything
for a Blondike.
Blondike.
I remember he performed that on the Ellen show.
Yeah, that song was dope.
And Ellen said, "And this Blondike will do anything for you." I lost my shit.
And she'll do anything for a Klondike.
Oh man! All right, that's it. We're done. We're wrapping up. Mary didn't want to. Mary punted.
No, I gave you one.
All right, fair enough.
I'm vibrating higher on my Diddy shit, so it's hard for me to think of negative stuff.
Oh, Diddy got a few. Diddy got a few of them.
Diddy got a lot.
Diddy got a lot. I mean, Drake got a few too.
Yeah.
Right, but is he anyone's favorite artist?
People love Dre. You serious?
And I'm saying the four of us here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Know what I mean? So then we can't use his song.
So then, Haize, are there any Lil Wayne's songs that you? Because you're,
everything after Carter 3, everything. Like
there's something on Carter 4.
I mean, no, what? I probably have to go back and listen, but Lil Wayne, his discography, he's almost matched all the good shit he did on his mixtape circuit and everything. He's almost matched that with bad songs in the latter half of his career.
That is true, because he throws a lot of shit out there.
Yeah, for sure.
6 foot, 7 foot was cool.
That was on the Carter 3 though, right?
4.
That was on Carter 4. Okay.
Yeah. And the outro with Nas Buster. Yeah, I like that. Some songs.
Yeah.
Mega Man was. But okay. Let's move
All
on.
right. That's been another episode of the B.R.E.A.K.S Radio. Mary, go and give me social media. Let's get the hell up out of here.
I'm at Miss Mary Almonte on all social platforms. Follow Young Urban Moms. Follow Rock the Bells, and vibrate higher.
That's what she said. Baylor, go give me your social media.
I don't know. Why would she need to say that though?
I mean,
if you were around, that was good.
She says it to her vibrator. Vibrate harder.
Higher.
Oh, well, turn the level up higher. Same thing.
Okay.
Same difference. Baylor, go ahead and give me your partner words any social media.
Muy bien. At Baylorism. At Baylorism on Twitter. What's the other one? TikTok. Oh, and at Baylorism on PS5 too. I'm smacking you cats up. And guilty people have egos, so be careful.
Okay.
Motherfucker, yo.
All right, Marquis.
I just gave it. I'm out.
All right. You can follow us collectively at the B.R.E.A.K.S Radio. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns to BREAKSradio@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail 614-547-2039. We are the number one podcast for the culture. And this week, we off this bitch. Peace.
I threw up a gang sign. Thank you for calling customer service.